The wildlife of Madagascar has evolved in isolation for over 80 million years, with many of its species found nowhere else on Earth. The island's landscapes range from lush forests to vast deserts, and everything in between. People here live side by side with the natural world around them. But climate change and human activity are taking their toll on these habitats and fueling famines across southern Madagascar.
Tamna hakele-kely ahy ni hasoa ty tany toy fa niavy io ragn'io ni tombo ty raha nompindra agn'omby ndra osy ny tabrianay ni tombo. Tena tsy misy vokatsy firy zahay henany zao satria le ohatsy ty bebonay nagnakatsy vary folo gony amizao re telo gony avao.
Over the last 4 years, the rains haven't arrived in southern Madagascar. The drought conditions have drastically altered landscapes and caused the collapse of once dependable food systems.
Ty teragny io, siloka aby anako reo, zafiko reo satria tsy ampy sakafo. Tena mihareraky be ireo zay zany ty vokatsy aminy mivalambalagny, tsy salama fa tsy ampy ty sakafo haniny. Biby agnata ilegny mijaly manahaka anay ke satria tsisy oragna avy fa satria ialao zany maiky henany zao. Tahirizigny ialao zava-dehibe. Fa noho ty maharaty azy zany ho tetehigny fa laha tsy tetehigny reky, tsy vonovono ty biby agnatiny ao zava-dehibe avao reky.
Lemurs are keystone species, vital to the health of these forests. But just like the people that they share their island home with, these charismatic primates are being devastated by the current conditions.
I first came to Madagascar almost 20 years ago now to study endangered species. 98% of Madagascar's lemurs are threatened with extinction. There are a lot of things driving this trend. One of them is climate change, which is affecting the environment. Another is habitat loss, as people clear more land to feed themselves under really difficult situations. And a third is people going to hunt those species to provide really important nutrients to themselves and their families. Verosifaka are one of the most critically endangered primates in Madagascar. Their populations have declined by over 80% in the last 30 years alone. Despite their small numbers, we see that Verosifaka are still hunted quite often. On average, 1 lemur is eaten per year for every 10 rural households.
As agriculture has collapsed in many areas of Madagascar, people have relied increasingly on the resources that the forests have to offer.
Falantang ura taluheng na nakang tuhe was kfaran. Suntali rahu vengalang on suntali susangalang. Fa unambul balahazo, nambul vari, lambunishawang urafe ran steraki. Lasmis vukadasim vukadas rahefa, lantiateng lan nakran no reng nanzava shua, bohna zoteng hananga. Fe mercers chukteng la inkole huan fenaka vekure tariv. Hina balahaz ndrek. Mercers ring luhateng nanzo.
One solution to the problems faced by local communities could lie with a small insect called a secondary. It can provide a staple food source, which fills many of the nutritional gaps left by the famine, as well as a source of income.
Tiasa tao ko lay mamelom-po fa le tiasa ko zany mila sakondre igny ro avarobarotsy mba melomako tiaiko hinana zafiko reo hany. Isakondry io tsisy raha mitovy amy fa tena matavy be na koho mbo tsy mitovy tsiro amy sakondry io na henan'agn'omby. Efa misy 7 taogna zay ty nahajaja antegna ny paiagna azy. Nahafenoanay 10 kapoa zay. Fa hinany zao fa tsy misy fa satria fa mihena. Ty toetsandro toy zany tsy mety de mihena iaby ty biby voajanahary.
Courtney and her team are working with local communities to develop sustainable ways of farming secondary across Madagascar. They are using native and traditionally farmed plants that are better suited to the current climate conditions. Not only could this support people through this famine, but it could take pressure off the forests and help them to recover.
The incredible thing about secondary is it's found not only in Madagascar's rainy areas, but also in its dry. This means that we have an amazing opportunity to expand secondary farming across Madagascar. What we've done is work with local communities to develop techniques to farm the insect near people's homes. I've never worked on a project quite like this project, where the amount of excitement is absolutely tangible within communities. To take a food that people are already familiar with, that their grandparents ate, and to reinforce that within a food system and allow their own ecological and traditional knowledge to improve their lives is incredibly empowering. Biodiversity conservation depends on understanding why people make the choices that they make. That means that whether it's climate change, hunting, or habitat loss, all of lemur conservation depends on making people's lives better.